Hey guys, before the video starts, make sure to go down and hit the like button to share this video and support the channel. Also make sure to go check out the new Map Pack 49 asset that's just been released on my website. It includes a free PSD and I'll be using that pack in this effect today. And also there's a giveaway at somewhere in this video, so you have to watch through the whole video. As a thank you for 1,000 subs, it includes a free design. Hey guys, it's Wilson, also known as Design by Will, and in today's video we'll be learning how to develop this sick chrome effect for your logo and typefaces. Now the things you'll need is a cool logo and typeface, and everything else will be done through Photoshop Effects. First, you want to get your type. I have this steel palette texture font that I have here. This effect works best with these Gothic type fonts because it's sharp. I already have mine set to gray, but if you don't, just go ahead and set the text color / logo color to 50% gray. Now open up your blending options by right clicking your mouse. Yours will have a bunch of different options, but it's all the same anyway. Just go into the one at the top, which is bevel and emboss, and you want to set your style inner bevel. I have my technique on smooth, but you can set it to whatever to get the desired look you have. My depth is at 1000%. Direction is set at up, size is at 10, and soften is on 0. Next, move to your stroke panel, size on 8, position on inside, blend mode on normal, and opacity at 100%. Make sure the fill is on gradient and make it basic black to white. It should be this basic panel for gradients inside your gradient. Last is our inner shadow. Make sure the blend mode is on multiply and color on black, opacity on 31%, angle on 103, distance 34, chokehold on 0, and size at 116. Lastly, get the little swoop like this and noise on 0 because you want it to be sharp. Now we have the base for our effect. Next, you want to get your text effect layer and put it into a folder so it's not directly interrupted by our effects that we're going to do next. Once that's complete, you want to make a new layer and add a gradient. Yours might have the little bucket, but you want to just right click it and select the gradient tool. Now set this over on top of your folder layer and set it over to overlay. Now you want to add a gradient map layer through adjustments at the bottom of your layer panel. And this is where you select the gradient. I got a bunch of versions out now if you want to go check it out. But for the sake of this design, I'll set it to the basic one, which is the basic like metallic look. For me personally, I go in with a brush onto my layer for my horizon. So that's that basic gradient. And I just adjusted it a little bit to make it look more realistic, so it's just not a flat looking line. Now we have our basic text effect. You see how easy that was? Now we're going to just turn this into a design. I won't go through in depth of how I made this graphic because I have a bunch of videos you guys can watch and look at. Most recent, I would say, for this effect, it's probably the Pop Smoke one that I released a long time ago. I'm going to be doing an updated video of how to do a vintage graphic soon. I guess this is sort of it. First, we'll go into Unsplash to find a photo. I want it to be like old Western graphics, so I got this animal skull, and we're just gonna cut it out. Next, I wanted some guns to center the design and center the skull. When you're designing a shot, ask yourself where you want to put your focal point, and I want my focal point to be center back. Now, same thing as the skull, just cut out the guns with the pen tool. Bro, this already looks so sick. I want to add an icon into the design because I feel like there's a lot of empty space above the skull. So I'll just open my Oasis Star Pack and add in a graphic that matches the bullet chamber of these revolver weapons that I have here. I'm going to apply the same effect onto the symbol as I did for the text for cohesion. Now, since we already have our text layer done, all I have to do is just add that. Add that little icon into that layer and apply the effects that we had already on it, and it should work automatically. However, I want this design to be very center focused, like I said before, so I feel like it's missing something. I want to put a base gradient over the whole thing to tie it all together. So I'm just going to run through the gradient map pack. I'm really feeling this red tone, but I feel like I use a lot of red in my project. So I'm going to go with something opposite. So I just might pick blue. So this is the basic design, but I think I'm missing something, like a background to tie it all together, because it looks like it's floating at the moment and I want it to be like placed in place, I guess. Let's add some textures to the design. It looks too clean for the effect I'm going for, so I'm just gonna go open my texture pack and just add in my favorites. Whenever I'm designing for a client and they approach me with designs, I always offer what's trending at the moment, because I do my research. Obviously, this is the field that I want to be in, so researching is important, especially when you're doing your designs. Of course, you want to be unique and stand out, but I think going in the direction of what's trending at the moment and applying your own touches is a perfect combination for a viral like shirt release, because you could be completely unique, but finding a target demographic that's going to like your shirt without doing any testing is going to be extremely hard. Um, let's add a little bit of flares here and there onto the font to make it look more shiny and give off that realistic gradient shine effect. I'll add a little slogan at the top of the design, like I'm making a frame of some sort. Life on Earth is hell. I guess it matches the design that we're going for, so whatever it is. So what I say to people that's very important is basically find your target demographic, look at what they're into, do a user persona test, and then start designing off that, because it'll make your life a lot easier when you come to release date, because you know exactly who you're targeting and who you're showing the designs to. Because you could show it to the world, which is what, like 7 trillion people, right? And only 1,000 people will look at it and enjoy it. Now that return seems like a lot, 100,000 people, but compared to 7 trillion, that's nothing. So that's why it's very important to understand your target market. Let's add a foreground of some sort. So I'm just going to go on Unsplash again and search for a desert, which will match the feel of the design. And I think that should be it. I'm just using a cloud brush to get that faded look onto the foreground, which is the desert, to make it look like it's like a portal of some sort opening at the back of the design. Now, this project file will be given away to someone as a thank you for 1,000 subs. And I just want to thank you guys for supporting me all the way through. I get a lot of messages, a lot of DMs of people wanting to start their brand and how they're using my videos as references. And that means so much to me. So I just want to say thank you to you guys. And there's going to be some instructions about the giveaway pinned in the comment section. So if you want to enter, you can. I'm not forcing you to. You can do whatever you want, and it's open for production. So once you get the design, it's yours. Now there's no revisions, so you have to make the changes yourself, but I hope you appreciate it, because yes, I'm giving it away completely for free, so you can print it out for yourself, whatever you want to do with it. Start it for your streetwear brand, use it as a reference piece, but this design will be yours. And that's the final design. Now that's it. I'll see you guys when I'll see you. I'm trying to upload more frequently, but since I'm running my business and I got school on, this is really hard. But thank you for sticking around. Peace.